Hi there, welcome to lesson 3.6, and in this lesson I'm going to give you a brief introduction to the Divi Builder. So what we'll be covering in this lesson is what is the Divi Visual Builder and how you can use it from the front end of your website. We'll be looking at using the Divi Builder functionality via the dashboard. So basically there are two ways that you can use the drag and drop builder, and I'll show you both of them. I'm going to break down for you the sections, rows and modules. So this is the kind of building block layout of any web page. We will together create a full width header image, and then I will also show you how to create a row with some icons for services. So it's just a brief introduction to the functionality of the Divi Builder. But it's a great way to get you started, to get you excited, to see what the potential is, and then you can go forward and explore and learn and build that website for yourself. Okay, so let's look at the Divi Builder, which is the absolute nuts and bolts of this theme and what makes it so powerful and so easy to use. So I'm going to start off by going into one of the pages that we've created. So we'll go into the home page and hit edit. And when you first go into a new page that you've created, it defaults to just the native WordPress layout. So the first thing you want to do is, I'm just going to delete this text that we had in there, and you want to press this Use the Divi Builder button, and this will activate Divi. And the Divi Builder, this is what you're going to get very familiar with, and this is what you're going to use to build all the pages of your website. Now, there are two ways to use it. One is here in the back end, where you can design your page with all these building blocks. And the other way is to use the Visual Builder. So if I just click on that, and what this is the capability to design your pages directly onto the front end of the website, so you can see exactly what you're doing. I find that a combination of the two is usually the best approach, so I'll go through a bit of both of them. So now I've got this Visual Builder activated. When I move my mouse around, you can see that some menu options appear. So at the moment there's nothing in this page because we've just activated it and it's brand new. So I'm going to add a new row, and the rows here are the different layouts that you can choose. So I'm just going to choose a single row. And just to keep it simple for now, I'm going to pick a module. So here we've got the text module. And I've got some lorem ipsum up here. So I'm just going to grab some of this text, paste it here into the text box area. And then when I hit this tick, it saves the changes. So you can see that we've created a row with some text in it. A little bit how the pages are built. So you have sections. Within a section, you've got a row, which is highlighted here in green, and then within the row, you've got your module. So the blue is the section, green is the row, and then the grey settings are for the module. So just to kind of highlight that for you, in this section here, I'm going to change the background color. Okay, so you can see quite easily that that's the section there. I'm going to go in here and change the row color. Okay, so you can see that the row is separate to the section, so it sits inside it. And then here in this module, the thing is, the different modules are going to have different functionality because it depends on what they're doing. So this is a text module. And it gives me the option to change the background color. Okay, so there you go. I realise this is a bit of an eyeful, but it's just to sort of highlight to you the sort of building block nature of how a website is created and pulled together. I can also go in here and change that text to light. And then when I'm happy with everything that's done, so down here, I save it. Okay, so that kind of tucks itself away, so you need to just click on that to bring it up, so you've got that save button. So using the visual builder like this at the front end, you can see that you can quickly see what those design changes look like and make your design decisions very quickly and efficiently. If we exit the visual builder here and then go edit page, so this will take us back into the dashboard side of the page. And you can see it's a similar logic. So this blue row or this blue section is your actual section. The green one was the row settings, and then in here was our module, our text module. So we're going to insert a new section. I'm going to insert a full width section, which is something you'd probably want to do on your home page. And then I'm going to insert a module, and I want it to be a full width header. Okay, so I'm just going to type in a title with some subheading text. There are loads of different options in here, so it's kind of beyond the scope of what I'm doing right now, but you can certainly, it's very easy to play around with things and see what the different options do. But what I am going to do is add a button in. And I don't have a URL, I'm not linking it anywhere right now, so a good practice is just to put a hash in there, and that's just like a holding link. And I'm going to upload a background image. So here in the media library, you go to the Upload Files tab, select Files, and then you browse to the image that you want to insert into the library. Good practice, just while we're here, is to put some alt text in at this point. Alt text is just descriptive text for the image, so that people who are using screen readers who might have visual disabilities, the screen reader will tell them what the image is, and it's also a good place to put in keywords, so it helps your SEO. Okay, and then I'm going to hit save and exit. Now you've got two options here. You can either update it straight away, or you can do preview changes, which just gives you an idea of how it's going to look before you commit to making that change. Okay, so that looks a little bit crazy right now. So I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to delete that top section, because that was just to sort of illustrate the layout. Okay, so now I've got my header image up there, and one thing I need to do is to force it to be full width. So there is an option here, make full screen, preview that again. Okay, and just like that, I've got a really nice modern looking full width header image with some text and a call to action button. So I'm happy with that, and I'm going to say update. Just be aware that this tab that opened, which was preview, and you can tell that by it's got this preview ID. When you're done previewing, just close it, because otherwise it doesn't necessarily reflect the changes you've made once you've hit update. Okay, so now I'm going to use the visual builder. So this is going into the front end again. And I'd like to point out there's no right or wrong way of doing this. Your preference might be to work here directly in the front end with the visual builder. Your preference might be to work in the back end with the more traditional Divi builder layout that we were just looking at. Or a combination of the two. I find a combination of the two works for me, because sometimes this is at the moment this front end visual builder is quite new. So I'm finding there's a few little bugs. It doesn't always necessarily reflect exactly how it's going to look. So in some instances, it's easier to just kind of do it from the dashboard side. But, you just try it out. So let's add another section here. So I want to add a regular section. And I'm just going to show you how to do some services icons. Okay, so I've done a row that's split into 3 modules. What Divi offers is a module called a blurb module. And I'm just going to pop the title in here, services 1. The URL, I'm just not going to put any links in quite yet. So I'm just going to use that as a holding link. I always like them to open in a new tab. Yes to an icon. I'm just going to pick some things. So they have quite a good selection here that's built in, so you don't have to necessarily go out and start designing your own, which is great. Okay, I'm going to leave that icon color as it is. In fact, I'm going to make a circle and make the icon white. So hopefully you can see that it's just a matter of clicking on these little sections and selecting colours. I didn't change the default colour, so I've just got these ones that are built in. But if you took the time from previous lessons to update those colours, then you're able to quickly apply your branding colours to all these different elements. And I don't want any animation. And I'm just going to put a couple of sentences there. So again, just grab some dummy text. Okay, and you can see there how nice and professional that looks. So another great piece of functionality that Divi offers is I'm pretty happy with this. So I can just clone that or duplicate it. So there's a button here. And then I just grab it with this icon on the left and move it across. And now all I need to go in to do is change some of the text. I would change the URL. I might pick a different icon because it's a different service. And it's dummy text right now, but I would update that text with something that's relevant to services too. Duplicate, drag it, and edit. So quick and easy. And then don't forget to hit save. Okay, so I'm going to leave that here. Divi is a really, really powerful theme, and it's a really powerful tool, and it will allow you to build your website so quickly and so easily. You just need to go in and explore the different options, the different modules, and make it work for your brand. So hopefully you found that useful, and good luck with your website build.